introduction. Very excited, very happy to be sharing with our time here with tax professionals, accounting professionals, and bookkeepers. I'm very excited. This is an industry that I've been for, like Jason said, for many years, and I feel like at home. I feel like family. So welcome again, and I want to start off with our agenda for today. So, like Jason mentioned, he talked to you a little bit about TBP Pro and what we do, but we're gonna talk a little bit more about how who we are and how we can help you. Obviously, we're gonna talk about marketing. That's the topic of the hour, and we're gonna share with you a lot of things that we have done in the past and things that we know that work. We're sharing our experience, and it's going to be things that you can implement in your office right away. Then we're going to show you a few demos, and then at the end, we're going to take a couple of minutes to answer any questions that you may have. Now, I want to start by asking you a question. So in the chat, if you can see the chat, there's a little window in your screen that says chat. If you can go ahead and open that and type number one, if you can see my screen. I want to make sure that all of you guys can see my screen and you're able to follow along. Digna, welcome Digna. Kevin, welcome Kevin. David, number one. Clayton, awesome. Jennifer, Greg, Raul Martinez, welcome. All right, awesome. So it looks like all of you can see my screen, at least most of you. If you're not able to see my screen, that's okay. We're gonna be sharing the PowerPoint at the end of the presentation, so that way you have it for your records as well. We are also going to be recording this webinar, and you're also going to get a copy of it at the end of it. Now, so before we get started, let me talk to you a little bit about TBP Pro. Our mission, like Jason mentioned, are you referring to the agenda? Yes. If you can see the agenda, then you can see my screen, Gerald. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you. TBP Pro, who are we? We are experts. We have a lot of experience in tax preparation industry and also the bookkeeping industry. Our goal is really to help you make money at the end of the day. I mean, that's one of the reasons why we're in business. Of course, we want to help people. We want to make sure that we serve our clients, and that's the number one goal. And at the same time, we also want to generate revenue. And that's what we all are all about. It's about helping people and making money at the same time. And it's possible. We've been doing it for many, many years. And that's what we want to share with you today. You can see our website, tbppro.com. You can visit it. Don't do it now because we want to make sure that you pay attention. So just keep it in mind. And at the end, you can go to the website. Now, the question you might be wondering is, how do we do it? How do we help you make money? And as you know, being in the tax industry for maybe most of you, probably many years, one of the challenges that we face is that we only make money in the tax season. And that's just the way the industry works. And it's been that way for many, many years. And it works really well. I mean, we are in a very profitable industry. But at the same time, what happens after tax season? I mean, you still have bills, you still have to pay the office, you still have to support your family. So how do you do after tax season when you don't have income coming into your office? And this is where we come in. This is what we actually focus on. We help you generate income after tax season. And how do we do it? We do it by helping you provide additional services. So taxes, you already do that. So that's covered. Bookkeeping, payroll, incorporation, and tax resolution services. Those are the services that you can offer after tax season. And we have a system where you can provide those services with a little bit of training. That's all you need, a little bit of training. And at the end, we also do the work for you, most of it at least. You always you always have the face of your business. So that you're always going to be doing, which is part of the marketing and the sales, especially marketing, which is what we're going to talk about today. We've partnered with different leaders in the industry, such as Stripe, Gusto, EDP, HubDog, I Text My Clients, and Build.com, just to name a few. We have integrations and we partner with other industry leaders. So that's a little bit about TBP Pro and what we do. So now I want to introduce to you and I'm gonna let her introduce herself and tell you a little bit about her. And her name is Kiani Alvarez. She's our TVP Pro VP of Marketing, and she's going to be uh, helping me share with you some of the marketing strategies that we want to share with you. Kiani, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Perfect. Well, hi everybody. As Richard said, my name is Kiani Alvarez. I am TBP Pro's VP of Marketing. I've actually been working with Richard, alongside Richard, for the past few years. And so it's with great pleasure that we are doing this webinar or this training, and I'm happy that you guys were able to join because we're very passionate about what we do. Tax season marketing, it's what we know, and it's what we're excited to share with you today. So without further ado, let's get started.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you, Kiani. So again, all of you are here because we want to talk about marketing. And why marketing? I mean, I always say we are in the business of marketing. Marketing is really important. As a matter of fact, that's the business that we're really in, if you think about it. So let me put my camera here so you guys can see me, because I want to make sure that I make my point. And give me 1 second. There we go. Can you see my screen now?
Yep.
Awesome. So again, why marketing? Marketing is really important. That's the business that we're really in, because it doesn't matter if you're a very good tax professional. It doesn't matter if you're an expert in accounting. It doesn't matter that you have 30 plus years of experience. At the end of the day, what matters is how you're able to promote your services and how you're able to attract and maintain clients. That's the key. And that's what we want to share with you today. How do you do that? Especially nowadays where we live in a digital world. I mean, this is the digital age. And especially on top of that, we live in a time right now where we're going through crisis. We're going through a pandemic. I mean, it's very crazy out there right now. And the only way for us to survive is to evolve, is to innovate, is to change, to adapt. And that's what we want to share with you today. How do you do that in our industry where sometimes we kind of get comfortable? Sometimes we want to do the same things year over year, but those days are over. We need to adapt. We need to change. And that's what we want to help you with. We want to help you change your mindset, change the way you do things, and in a simple way, because ultimately we don't want to complicate our business. We want to make it simple. Okay. So all of the marketing tactics that we're going to share with you today are very simple to implement. And in fact, we're going to show you some of them step by step. Okay. Now, if you have any question, please put it in the chat. Kiani, Jason are going to be there looking at those questions, and we're going to answer them as we can. Okay. Now, what's the first thing that we need to do? So anytime we start something new, or we need to change, or we need to adapt, like I was saying earlier, we need to prepare. We need to plan. We need to make sure that we know what we're going to be doing, and we have to have goals. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to accomplish them, right? We need to have goals. And if you want to be a winner, if you want to really win with your business and take your business to the next level, like they always say, I mean, it's a cliche nowadays, but it's a great phrase, because at the end of the day, our job is to really grow our business. That's where we're leaders. We want to grow our business. We want to make sure that we're able to support our families. And every year we're growing. That's what we want to do. So in order for you to do that, you need to plan. Now, you're excited. You start thinking, okay, yes, I want to grow my business. I want to do this and I want to do that. But then something happens. And what is that? Challenges. As tax pros, accountants, bookkeeper, professionals, we face a lot of challenges. What is one of them? Lack of time, lack of money, right? We don't have money to invest in marketing sometimes or sales, right? Lack of experience. I don't know how to do it. Who's going to help me do it? I don't know. I want to do digital marketing, but I don't understand how it works. I'm bad at technology. I don't like technology. Those are the things that we often hear. And this is based on our experience in working with tax pros for the last 12 years. I've seen it. I worked with tax pros one-on-one for many, many years, including Kiani also. And that's what we hear. Sometimes it's the time, it's the lack of money, the budget. I don't have the experience. I don't have the knowledge. I don't have a team. Who's going to help me? I'm on my own. Sometimes I even have another job that I need to take in order for me to survive. I need to have another job. Plus, I need to do the things that I need to do in my business. So how am I going to do all of this? Then also lack of motivation sometimes. Believe it or not, we lose the motivation sometimes because we feel stuck sometimes and we don't know how are we going to move on. How are we going to do, especially now, right? We live in a very challenging time. And I want to share this with you because at the end of the day, a lot of the things that we don't do is because of our mindset. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that in a minute. Lack of goal setting. We need to set goals. In order for us to grow year over year, you got to have goals. You got to have a goal for tax season. You got to have a goal for the year. You got to have a goal for the next 3 years, right? That's the way we grow. Now, if you're not growing, if you're only doing 300 taxes every year, this is something that you need to consider setting a goal, because when you set a goal, then that's when you're actually able to move forward, because now you have a direction. Now you know where you're going. If you don't know where you're going, then any place is going to take you there. I believe that's Les Brown said that, motivational speaker. Lack of marketing knowledge. And I want to congratulate you actually, because you're here, you're learning, you want to grow, you want to learn more about marketing. And that's very important, because right now we know you're busy, you know you have other things to do, and you're here. So we want to make sure that your time here is not wasted, because we want to be respectful of your time, right? And we want to make sure that you get some of the marketing knowledge. So those are the challenges that we face. Then you might be wondering, then you might say, okay, so let's stop for a second. Okay, let's stop and think. When you feel stuck, when you feel like you're not growing, you need to stop. You need to assess the situation. You need to know where you are, where you're standing, and really think about where do you want to go. Otherwise, you're going to be stressed. You're going to feel disappointed. You're going to feel like you're not moving forward. And that's a reality that we need to face. And the reason why I mention all of this is because we need to be responsible. We need to say how we feel, so that we can create a plan to move forward, right? This is 100% on point. Why? Because failing to plan is planning to fail. You got to have a plan. Don't just start doing things here and there. No, you got to have a plan. And that's what we're going to help you. We're going to help you create a plan that you can go back to your office and execute, so that you get the results that you're looking for. Like I said, it's all about your mindset. Right now, you need to change your mindset. You need to change the way you see things. And one of the most important changes is that you need to make technology your best friend, especially digital marketing, because that's going to be the only way to grow a business. Right now, how many people are in their houses? There's thousands, perhaps millions of people that are in their house. They're not going to be able to go to your office. So you need to adapt. You need to make technology your buddy, your friend, your ally, your strategic partner. Okay. So it's all about changing our mindset. Now you might say, okay, Richard, I get your point. So now what is the solution? What should I do? Because I could do so many different things, right? What can I do? And this is where we talk about marketing again. So I mentioned all of that so that you are prepare your mind, because if your mind is not open to receive the knowledge, then it's not going to serve you, right? It's not going to help you. So it's all about marketing. We need to promote. We need to become marketing experts. There's no other way. The business that you're in is marketing and sales. And especially today, we're going to show you a one page, one sheet, right? Digital marketing plan. This plan you can take home, you're gonna execute it, and you're gonna see results. And the best of all is that we're gonna share with you a PDF, and you already got it in your email. You don't need to open it now. We're gonna go over it together. But that PDF you'll use as a reference, and you're gonna fill in the blanks, and you're gonna read all of it, and then execute. You got to take action. It's the only way to get results. It's about taking action. Again, I mentioned digital marketing. That's what we're going to be talking about. Now, what is that plan all about? And like I said, I want to keep it simple, short, and to the point. We can talk about marketing all day, but I want us to be on time for 1 hour. So how are you going to do it? You're going to have a goal. What is your goal? Okay. Then you're going to define your target market. Who are you going after? You need to know exactly who your client is. In digital marketing, those details are important. It's not like you're going to be uh, going for everybody. Not everyone is going to be your client. Let me say that one more time. Not everyone will be your client. So you need to know specifically who are your clients, okay? Then we're going to talk about foundation. This is something that I always talk about. You got to have a foundation. You got to have a base. And we'll talk about that in a second. Also, let me go back. We need to talk about referrals. How are we going to attract clients also? And then retention, because the only way to grow a business, and I've seen this working with someone that has a big business in our industry. I'm talking about over 12,000 clients. And the only way for you to keep those clients is by having a good retention plan. Okay. That's the only way to grow. It doesn't matter if one tax season you have 1,000 clients. How many are you going to have next year? Okay. You want to make sure that you keep those 1,000 clients. And it's all about the service, obviously, right? But that's a given nowadays. Okay. But the consumer today is smarter than that. And they don't necessarily go back to you next year, right? They might go to somewhere else because they might get a better pricing. So at the end, you don't compete with pricing. You compete with your experience and how you treat the client and how you communicate with the client on an ongoing basis. So when we talk about goals, what do we need to know? What is it? How are we going to create this goal, right? And the way you do that is by saying a simple phrase. And I want you to think about it right now. If you're a tax pro, this is a goal that you can actually have. Okay, you can modify it, you know, to the way you think. But and we want to do an exercise right now, really quick. But let me say the goal. Let me share the goal with you. My goal is to generate $100,000 by completing 700 tax returns during the 21 tax season, or I could say April 15, which is the last day for filing taxes, right? That's a goal. It's specific. You can measure it. You have a date, and you know it. You could have it in your mind year round if you wanted to, right? It's simple to the point. So I want you to participate now. So if you're a tax pro, tell me in the chat, what is your income goal and what is the number of taxes that you want to prepare for tax season 2021? Tell me what is that number, how much you want to generate, and how many taxes you want to complete. So while you do that, let me take a little bit of water. So type in the amount in the chat. Let's see. Come on, you need to participate. We need to make this a conversation. We got to engage. That's how you learn. If you're not engaged, you're not learning. Okay. I don't want you to passively listen. We need to engage. We need to talk about it. And it's okay. Some people here might not know you. Don't worry about the numbers. And the goal is this is your goal. Okay. So I see we have Pilar Rodriguez. She said 500 clients, $100,000. Excellent. Camaria 350. Camaria, how much money? You got to have a dollar amount and a tax number. 100,000 complete 500. Awesome. My goal is to increase my customer base this year by 200. Okay, awesome. Gerald, I would recommend that you have your ultimate goal. Instead of saying increase my customer base, you want to say the number. What is that number? So let's say you have 400 clients right now, say 600. Okay. By the end of this season, I'm going to have 600 clients, 200K, 300 personal clients, and 50 business. Awesome, Greg. Thank you. Digna, 150K, complete 800 tax returns. Awesome. Kingsley, complete 500 returns, generate 100,000. Wow, I like the $100,000. That's awesome. 400 clients, $100,000. See, that's how you do it. Okay, it's got to be simple. It's got to be specific. I only ask you to put in the dollar amount and the number of taxes, but you also can include the date, and that will make it even stronger. Okay, just like I have it on my screen. Also, thank you all of you guys who participated. That's what it's all about. You got to be engaged. Let's engage. Now you might be wondering, okay, so how am I gonna do this? How really am I gonna do this? Because I have my goal, I'm clear, I have the right mindset. Okay. That's why we talk about mindset. In order for you to have anything in life, you gotta have the right mindset first. You gotta become, then you can have. So we need to start by your target market. So when you do marketing online, you got to know exactly who your market is. That's the step number one. So I noticed someone mentioned, and let me see who that was. Greg. Greg mentioned 50 businesses. So now the question is, okay, what type of business? How many employees, how much money they generate, what's the industry. Okay, that's your target market. That's how you define your target market. By the age, so you have the demographics, which is the age, location, interest, and things like that. But if you're talking about business, you want to take a little bit further. You want to know what are their needs, what are their wants, what are they stressed about, right? In my case, for example, I work with professionals. What are they stressing about? Money, right? That's on top of their mind. So I need to know, I know that. So now I need to help them. How do I help you make money? By doing marketing. I need to provide solutions to you, things that you can execute, things that you can do that are simple and easy, right? So Kamaya, also 110. Great. Thank you all for completing the goal. Now, again, how do we do it? Now I know my target market. Now I need to work on my foundation. Like I said at the beginning, we live in a digital age. So everything we do have to be around digital. If you don't like digital, it's okay. You don't have to like it, but unfortunately you have to do it, right? So you got to have your foundation, your base. It's like when you're building a house. What is the most important thing? Your base, the foundation of that house. Otherwise, like I live in Florida, right? And if there's a hurricane and my house doesn't have a good foundation, that's how that house is gonna fly away. But we don't want that to happen to your business or my house either. So what do? We build a strong foundation. And when we talk about foundation, we're talking about your website. Do you have a website? That's the first question that I will ask you. If you don't, you need to get one ASAP. That's your virtual office. That's where you're gonna drive traffic to. Okay, social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, those places are for you to promote your business, but you got to bring it somewhere. You need to capture the information. Where are you going to do that? You need to have your website. And in your website, you got to have a contact form. You got to have a chat, a real-time chat, right? Because people want real-time answers. The consumer today don't want to wait. They don't want to wait. They want instant information. They have a question, they want to hear it right away. Don't wait 24 hours or 8 hours or 4. It's got to be on time. It's got to be fast, okay? Now, what else? Your social media profile. How's your Facebook page? How's your Instagram profile? Those things need to be in place. You need to have them. They're a requirement nowadays. Before, they were optional. And I've been saying it for many, many years, especially in our industry. We need to step up. We need to have a strong online presence. right? We need to have a very strong online presence. Otherwise, our competitor is going to do it and he's going to take away our clients. So let's not let that happen. Okay. So make sure you have your Facebook page. It could be simple. You put your logo, make sure the brand is consistent across all the social media profiles. Make sure you have the same colors, the same logo. Everything has to be on point. What else? Your LinkedIn profile. People are looking for you and they're going to be looking at your LinkedIn. They're going to be looking at your website. They're going to be looking at your social media. That's the consumer that we have nowadays. They're smart and they want to know who you really are. And that's going to make the difference, believe it or not. WhatsApp. Here is when you need to think about the way of communication. People want instant communication. So you need to provide a way to your clients for them to connect with you fast. Facebook Messenger, Instagram Messenger, WhatsApp, the chat in your website. Those are things that you need to have. They're a must, not optional, must. Okay. Google Calendar. You need to have a calendar. I mean, we are professionals. We want to make sure that we set up appointments and we don't miss appointments. Calendly is a very useful tool. Some of you might already be using it. And again, some of these things you probably have, but I want to make sure that you do. Okay, all of you. We have about 25, 30 people connected. I want to make sure that all of you have your own website, your social media profiles, everything is there. That's your base, that's your foundation. Okay. Now, one of the things that the last point that I want to make when it comes to your foundation, it's your business. How's your business? Like your office, is everything in order? Are you organized? You got to be prepared. So if you want to grow, your business needs to be in order. Make sure your telephone system is working. Make sure you have an answering machine. When people call you, you can follow back. Do you have a CRM? Those are things that you need to make sure that you have. Okay. Your office, as far as the how it looks. Is it clean? Is the bathroom clean? Those things you might be surprised, but everything counts. It's all about the customer experience and everything counts. You might lose a client because they might see that your office is not clean or is not organized. Believe it or not, it happens. We've seen it happen so many times. So you want to make sure that you have those things in place. That's when I talk about analyze your business. Take a look at your business from the outside. Your sign, your logo outside is in order. Can people read it? Do you have your phone number outside, your website, your social media? Those things matter, believe it or not. Now, another important point that I want to mention is online reviews. And I want to bring Kiani so she can also talk a little bit about it because we have so many experiences with online reviews. And I want her to share with you what we've learned throughout the years. Kiani, can you hear me?
Yeah. Thanks, Richard. So, as Richard said, we've learned a lot when it comes to online reviews, specifically Google, Yelp and Facebook included, but Google specifically. And as Richard said before, customers and consumers, they're smart, guys. People are catching on, and for right now, the number one thing, as anyone can say, you guys can probably talk to this as well. But before you do anything, before you make a decision, it's almost instinct for us to want to know more. Let's Google them. Let's look at their website. Let's look at the reviews. Let's look at what other people are saying. We don't really want to go off of just the name anymore. We want to know, oh, this person says this person says that. So I know that anything that I do, the first thing I do is look it up. I want to see what people are saying. I want to see what people are doing and what they're doing. So when working with a lot of tax professionals, specifically tax professionals, because, yes, we are the kind of industry that provides a service, but it's a very unique kind of service. You need to be professional. You need people to be able to trust you. Trust is a big word in this industry. So you want to be able to see that other people trust you as well. And so when it comes to leaving online reviews, when you start with none and go from 10 to 20 to 15 to 30, you're building authority online. You're no longer letting people say, oh, I'm saying that I'm the best office. I'm saying that I can do this for you and that for you, but you're letting other people say it for you. And that speaks volume. So when we've worked with a few tax offices, from the ground up, and I'm sure most of them can speak to this, it's Google reviews have been one of the most powerful marketing tactics that they have used in their business because, like I said, once you have that authority, once you're building that trust within your community, within your following, within your clientele, other people will follow. So online reviews, definitely one of the top things to be looking at, specifically Google. Because yes, Yelp and Facebook, people can leave reviews there, but Google is number one right now when it comes to reviews.
That's right. Very, very important. Thank you, Kiani, for sharing that insight. And one of the quick tips, because we didn't want to make this webinar so long. I mean, we could talk for hours just on reviews, but just a few points to keep in mind, and that is never, ever, ever, no matter what, argue with a client online. Never. Okay. If someone says something negative about you, take it outside, take it offline, provide your phone number, provide your email, ask them to call you or email you. Never, never argue with a client because some of the other people are watching you. And if you engage, you might say things that you might regret because some of those reviews, they stay there. I mean, sometimes, and we've done it in the past, we worked with Google to make sure that we remove them, but sometimes they don't. So always be professional. I know all of you are. Just a reminder because it's really important. And people take online reviews very seriously. Okay? They do. You can actually lose a client just for your online reviews. And if you haven't Googled yourself up to this date, you might want to do that because you might have some reviews that you might not even be aware of. So make sure that you do that. That's why we wanted to add that slide here because online reviews is key, like Kiani mentioned. It's very important. Okay. Let me see in the chat. Do you have any questions so far? Are you understanding? Please type the number one. I want to see if you're understanding everything. Type number one. If you have any question, maybe type it in. I want to see how you're feeling. Awesome, awesome. Thank you, Kamaria, John. Thank you, Pilan, Jennifer, David, Clayton, Gerald. Thank you, guys. All right, so let's see what else we have. Attraction, very important. This is everything. And notice the keyword, attraction. That's a keyword, right? It's not about us chasing clients. No. Can you mention another keyword, which is very important? We want to become an authority in our industry. We want to be the leader. Okay. We don't want to compete. And we're all different, anyways. So even if the competition is going to be always going to be there. And that's okay because why? They're going to keep you making sure that you are on top of your game. And that's okay, right? We need to. We cannot fall asleep, right? We need to make sure that we're always growing, that we're always providing the best service possible, and that we are taking care of clients. At the end of the day, that's what we're in business for. Take care of clients, generate revenue. That's it. Simple. We don't want to complicate it. But then again, sometimes we lose focus. Sometimes we want to focus on the money, and that's a mistake. You got to focus on your clients, and the money will come in. Trust me, it works. Okay. Now, how do we attract? We become leaders. We become an authority, at least in our community. Our business is based on location now, but there's a big but, right? Why? Because now we're expanding. Now our clients are not only going to come from our local community. That was yesterday. That was 3 or 4 years ago. Not anymore. Thanks to the internet, now we can get clients from everywhere around the world. I mean, we have worked with tax professionals that have clients in everywhere, like Europe, Spain, what's the other, Dubai. That's the one that I wanted to say first. So we have clients all over the place. They have clients all over the place. So now your business is expanding. So your reach is going to be a lot bigger. Okay. So think about becoming an authority. How do you do that? You do that by being active in social media, by providing valuable content. And what is valuable content? It's helping people, making sure that they are aware of anything that the IRS says that's important to them, that's relevant to them, right? You want to make sure that if there's a deadline, you want to let your clients know. You want to share that in social media. You want to be engaged. Don't just say, "Oh, I know I need to be posting. I know I need to be more active." Don't think, do it, because that's what's gonna make the difference. Okay. Again, it's all about taking action, and I'm gonna repeat that word because it's very important. It's all about taking action. Social media, especially Facebook and Instagram, those are key platforms. You need to be active on those platforms. And it's not optional anymore. Remember, that's where your clients are, right? If I tell you that you can go to a party where you're going to find your client, will you go? That is social media. That's the party. You need to be there. You need to engage with them, answer questions, post comments, post valuable information, stuff that they can use. Like if it's a business, maybe business taxes deadlines. When is the last day? Oh, I need to file an extension. Make sure you publish that. This is the last day to file an extension. All of those things sometimes you might think that they're basic or they're too simple, but that's what people need. That's what they need. Simple stuff. It's not complicated. And we're going to show you how you can create graphics to share on social media. Okay. Now, I mentioned this, so I'm going to go quickly on this one. Emails, you got to have an emails database. You got to have a list of emails that you can communicate, especially your clients. Okay. Facebook Messenger, mentioned that. Facebook ads and Google ads. So if you want to grow faster, you need to invest in those areas, in Facebook ads, Google ads. And believe me, it sounds like they're complicated sometimes. They might sound like that, but they're not. Okay. Facebook, Google, they make it so simple for you to invest, because at the end of the day, they want you to invest in their ads. So they make it simple for you. So if you don't know how to do it, don't worry about it. You can learn it. It's fast, it's simple. Okay. Just a matter of even watching a quick video on YouTube, you can learn it. Okay. So that's about the mindset. Again, I remind you, it's the mindset. Be open to these things. Don't just discard them because you don't know how to do it yet. Okay. You can do it. It's simple. Now, referrals. I just want to mention this. I think all of you know this is one of the fastest ways to get clients. So you want to make sure that you have a good referral program, so that way you can attract clients and keep them and reward them also, right? Because people want to help you, but you also help them. Okay. So provide an amazing service and also give them a referral program. Okay. How do you keep clients? We give you in the PDF, there's a list. And after this demo, we're going to show you, we're going to go over that document really quick. I know we only have 20 more minutes, but I'll show you all of the things that you can do. And they're there. They're very simple. You probably are doing some of them. Okay. But I'm going to show you what they're all about. So now, let me pause for a second here. Kiani, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Let me share control to you. And if you do, you guys have any questions? Let me. Okay. While Kiani's setting up, let me stop sharing here. Okay. Do you guys have any question? Is it clear? Are you understanding? Give us a quick feedback. We want to hear from you.
All right. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes. Kamaria, not yet. You guys are doing great. Great information. So far, so good. Thank you, John. Thank you, Camaria. Yeah. Any
All right.
question, just type it in. At the end, we cover them. Digna said, great info. So far, so good. Thank you, Digna. Also, so Kiani now will show you how to use iText My Clients, which is one of the, it's a powerful platform that you can use in your business to communicate with your clients and
Yeah.
retain more clients. Kiani.
Great. So, guys, there's a bunch, so many platforms that we could possibly demo for you today, and so many different tools that we want to share. But for time purposes, I selected the top two that we think you can use to get started when it comes to online marketing and just marketing in general and communication with your clients. So one of our partners, I Text My Clients, as Richard said, this is the mass texting platform that we use and our clients use to be able to reach out and contact all of their clients all at once. Now, I'm just going to do a brief demo, but essentially, I Text My Clients' main uses is for tax businesses, sending text messages, reminding them about the tax season. We have different kinds of campaigns like holiday campaigns. We have a birthday campaign. They have essentially a whole bunch of different kind of campaigns that you could send. But the main point is that this platform is super, super powerful because it allows you to be able to reach out to all of your clients and them, you as well. So I Text My Clients, once you join the platform, it is free, by the way, to join. You just pay as you go. It's text messages. How much is the price? I see here is the question. Yeah, so I Text My Clients is free to create an account. You pretty much pay as you go. So pay per text. I think it's 5 cents per text message, and that includes image or images or just text messages. And once you create your account, you're going to go ahead and upload your contacts. I Text My Clients makes it really easy for you guys. They have a sample file that you can download and open up. You just follow the format that's there. You'll be able to upload your contacts, which you can export directly from your tax software, or if you have it on a CRM or anything like that, super compatible. You can use Excel, CSV file, anything like that. Then you upload your contacts, and once they're all uploaded, you'll be able to see them in here. So as far as actually sending out a text message campaign, I'm just going to go through the 3 steps you have to do. So when looking at iText, we call them campaigns, but essentially it's just the message that you're going to be sending out to all of your clients. So we're going to go ahead and do a new campaign. iText lets you customize every single aspect of the text message itself. So let's say tax season reminder. This is a huge one that you're going to want to be sending all of your clients when it comes to tax season, so beginning of January. Another thing that I Text My Clients does is once you create an account with them, it asks you for the area code that you were working in. So iText will assign you a phone number with the similar area code so that way your clients can see it and somewhat recognize it. But they're going to assign you a number, and also there is a short code. And the short code is just used for when you're sending text messages to people over to an amount of 50 or larger. So this just is in place for I guess precautions, because a lot of the phone carriers nowadays, Sprint, Verizon, T-Mobile, they're getting smarter. They know that people are sending messages in a mass way. And so this is just a precaution to make sure that the messages get sent and delivered to your clients. Once you go ahead and select short code or your phone number, you can either broadcast the message that you want to send to all of your clients all at once, or you can broadcast it to a specific group. So another really great feature that iText has is you can create contact groups. So let's say you are you do business tax returns and you do personal returns. You want to send a text message to just your business clients, reminding them to come file their sales taxes or file taxes. You can send it to that specific group. Or if you're working with different languages, if you have your clients separated between English, Spanish, any other language, you can also do that. But you can customize it as you go. So the groups you can create through there. For now, we're going to just broadcast this to all of our clients because we want to be able to send it to everyone. So once your text is created or your campaign is created, it's time to actually edit the message. So you're just going to go ahead and click this edit button. So with iText My Clients, another thing that a really great feature with it is that it has automated text messaging. So automated meaning you can schedule a text message to go out at a later date or later time. So what we suggest all of our clients do, and this is Richard's big thing, we have to plan ahead of time. We actually schedule and send our text messages ahead of time. So there's this button here that says send at a later date. I can set up this campaign to go out on January 7th at 3 p.m. And then we're good to go. It's going to go at that date, at that time, to that specific contact group or all of the contacts that you sent it to. So I see we have a few questions in the chat. Clayton said, I would not want all of my clients to see all the rest of my clients who have been broadcasted to. Well, that's the beauty of this. They're not going to see that. Any message that you send, it's in iText, it's an individual text message that gets sent. So, the clients are not going to be able to see the mass text in other words. I hope that answers that question. Any other questions I see here? Richard is also answering as we go. Okay. So continuing on, once you have the date and time that you want your message to go out, it's actually time to start creating your message. Pretty much you can type anything you want in here. iText My Clients does have a few personal markers that you could input. So for example, yes, this is going out to a whole bunch of people all at once, but you want to still have some kind of personal touch to it. By inserting this marker, it'll actually pull your client's first name into the message. So it doesn't matter that you're sending it to 1,000 people, your message will always say the first name of that client that it's going to, which is very, very powerful stuff. Another thing that you can actually do with iText My Clients is also once you create your account, it'll have your company name in there. It can have your manager, phone number, all of that. A lot of good stuff that you can put in. Only thing is that iText does have a limit to how much words you do put in here because we don't want anybody sending paragraphs or multiple messages. So we try to keep it short and concise. And the way we also do that is by adding an image to the text. So as I said before, you're able to add images to the messages at no extra cost. So iText can actually you can upload any file or any image. It just has to be a little bit smaller than 700 pixels, but a picture speaks 1,000 words. You can put as much as you can on this image and your client will see that. So I actually went ahead and uploaded an image in advance, but I'll show you a little bit about that, how to make something like that after. So you're gonna go ahead and write your message. Tax season is almost here. Call us at 888. Short and sweet. You want to sign it to make sure that they know who it's coming from, since the number will be a different number assigned to you. And one other thing that we do suggest, at least for the first few messages that do go out, is adding a default opt-out message. So this just means that if clients receive your message and they choose not to want to receive text messages from you, they only prefer emails, or they prefer phone calls, they don't want to receive text, they can actually opt out of the text by replying to stop, and iText My Clients will automatically remove them from the platform, so it won't actually send them messages anymore. So we got our message, we got our image in here, and now the only thing that's left to do is send yourself a test. So as great as this looks, we always want to send a test before actually sending out a message to thousands of clients you could potentially have. So this send me a test option actually sends your own cell phone a picture and the graphic or the image and the text before it actually goes out to your client. So you'll be able to see it, make sure it looks exactly like you want. You can edit it a bit before sending it out. But once you're happy with how the test text message looks, then you can go ahead and save and schedule. So once saved and scheduled, I text my clients will send out this message with that image on this date at this time. Simple as that. Other features that I text my clients has, just so that you guys can see in here. It does have an appointment feature. So if you guys schedule appointments with your clients, you can create appointment reminders, select the client that scheduled the appointment, the date and the time, and it'll be a text message reminder. And you can write in the text reminding them that the appointment time. The other feature in here is the file library. So as I said before, iText My Clients allows you to upload images so that you can attach it to your text messages. So these are just generic flyers, some of them on here that you can use, or you can upload your own as I did today. Another feature is the messages. So this is also very important because for a lot of people, they want to actually see the messages or the replies that your clients are sending. So iText My Clients allows you to be able to view all of that inside the platform itself. So you can see the responses that people have when they see your message and respond to it. Or you could even actually forward it to your cell phone should you want to get it to your cell phone. And lastly, your account, where you control everything. Your business name, your first name, the cell phone that you want the phone calls or text messages forwarded to, and the text. So as I said, it's a pay-as-you-go basis. You only pay for what you need. Buying text is as simple as putting in the amount. You want to spend $10 on this campaign. $10 can get you 200 texts, and then you go ahead and purchase them. So that was just a quick overview of iText My Clients. We actually do have a training on this pretty often. iText My Clients is one of our most powerful and most used platforms, you could say. So if you guys do want any extra or additional training on this, we'll be sharing some more information on our website in our webinars tab of training on how to actually use iText My Clients to its full potential.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you, Kiani, for the demo. I don't know if you guys can see, but I mean, for us, we have tremendous success with the platform, and we highly recommend it. I mean, it's simple to use. As you can see, you can create a campaign in just a few minutes, and then also the beauty of it is that you can schedule an entire campaign for the entire tax season. So if you want to send, a text message every week, you can set it up that way. So you don't have to worry about it while you're, taking care of clients in tax season. You can also, Kenny, I want to show my screen. We have 4 minutes and I want to show the PDF. Let me see. Share screen. Oh, Kian, if you wanna give me control.
I think you have control now. Let me see. All right, try now.
Now I do. Awesome. Thank you.
Great.
All right. So let me see. All right. Can you see my screen now?
Yep.
Cool. All right. So all of you should have received a PDF in your email. If you have not, let us know in the chat, and we'll make sure that you get a copy, because this is the PDF that I mentioned at the beginning, and it's really it's a workbook. So we mentioned that this training or workshop was going to be hands-on, and that's what that is. So as you go through it, you're going to be filling out some of the blanks and checking some of the things that we talked about. And the reason why we do this is because we want to make sure that you don't not just take the knowledge today and you listen to us You say, wow, I like it, it's great. But more than that, you want to take action. Okay, so this is the complimentary workbook that comes really with the training. So you need to fill it out. You need to print it, put it in your office, in your desk. Make sure that you look at it. Make sure that you fill it out, and this is everything you need to have a very successful tax season. And we don't say that just to say it, and just you know, it's because we have seen it, we have done it, and we have worked with hundreds of tax pros throughout the years, and this is what works. I mean, we could show you a lot more stuff, but we just wanted to give you what works and to keep it simple. Okay, simple works, and it's what we always want. So again, you have your goal. Make sure you write it down again. Thank all of you that fill it out in the chat, but you need to do it now on this paper and have it in your office where you can see it. Okay, you got to see it every single day. That way it gets to your mind, and it allows you to be excited about it and take action. Okay. Define your target market. Make sure you have your foundation set up, right? Your website, your chat, your social media pages, your online reviews. Make sure you have a check on all of those things. Okay. Also, make sure you are active on social media. Publish content every day, every single day, at least once a day. Okay. Then also invest in Google Ads. Like I mentioned before, it's very simple. Also Facebook ads. They give you tools that you can invest in ads, really simple, really quick. Email marketing, make sure you're sending out emails to your clients. And this looks like a lot. And of course, you're not gonna do overnight, okay? We don't expect that. But you wanna make sure that you have most of these checked. That's the goal. Make sure you have most of these checked. And there's ones that perhaps you work on it next year, or you put in your list and get it done. But make sure you have most of them. We gave you a few recommendations as far as tools that we use, and some of them are free. You don't have to pay for. Just need to invest your time. We also share the I Text My Clients link. You can go ahead and set up your account today. There's also other social media tools that you can use to schedule your publications or your posts. Those are Buffer and Hootsuite. You can use them. Again, retention. How are you gonna keep clients? It's by doing all of this. You gotta be active. You always need to be doing marketing. And I almost want to end with that. Your mindset. It's all about marketing. That's the business that you're really in. Okay, so we sharing with you some strategies that you need to start implementing today. Don't wait for tomorrow. Today, okay? Because tax season is just around the corner, and the next thing you know is here, and we don't want to. You don't want to wait for that. I will give you a simple content calendar, which is what type of information you're going to post on social media. We gave you a few examples and a few themes that you can continue, that you can use. Canva, some resources for creating graphics and images. And the last one is I text my client. This is very powerful. So take your time today. Make sure you create your account, and someone is going to contact you and help you set up your account and set up some of these campaigns. Don't wait for December. Don't wait for January. Do it now. Set up all of these campaigns. Make sure that they're up and running and you're ready to go. Videos. We didn't get to mention videos, but very important. We gave you a few tips on how to do them for social media. We even gave you a script. I mean, I think we went all out with this. I think you would agree once you see it, because we want to make sure that you execute. We want to make sure that you take action. So some recommended tools that you can use and that we have used in the past. And that's all we have. I mean, I want to take this time. I know we're past 2 minutes. I want to take the time to thank all of you for participating. Thank you for your time. We hope that it was well invested. We hope that you take action. We hope that you get in touch with us if you have any questions. And remember, at the end of the day, what's going to make the difference in your business is that you become an authority, that you're active on social media, you embrace technology, and you take action every single day. And remember, we gave you a lot of things. Don't get overwhelmed. It's okay. Okay. Just execute as you go. Every day, just pick one tool, implement it, learn it, execute. That's what it's all about. Take your time. We have now 2 months or 3 for tax season. This is the time to prepare and to plan. That's why we wanted to give you this plan. Okay. So if you don't mind, we're going to spend 2 more minutes to see if you have any questions. Kenny, do we have any questions in the chat? Let me see. I think I'm looking at it actually.
Yeah, just a few people didn't get the PDF, but I'm gonna follow up with them.
Okay, awesome.
Greg said, "Thank you very much. Very useful information."
You're welcome, Greg. Jason, are you on the line?
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay, Jason, if you want to quickly mention a little bit about TBP and how they can learn more about us, and then if you want to finish the webinar with that.
Yeah, I'd be glad to. Well, first of all, thank you very much, Richard, for putting everything together. That was very thorough, very well done. Appreciate you taking the time to do that. I definitely thank everyone for attending today. Hope you got a lot out of this, and hope this really helps you take it to the next level with your office. At the same time, that's, this marketing is one of the things that TBP has to offer, and we want to help you take it to the next level on multiple facets. Our tax software and our support is going to be second to none. We help with technical support just like everybody else does, but we also help tax help and even business tax returns. If you're looking to make year-round money to supplement your tax money, we offer a bookkeeping and payroll system that we'd love to share that with you. And then there's mobile apps. The offering is just all kinds of different materials to put it in your hands for you to turn it around and take your office to the next level. We do have an email address at sales@tbppro.com. Feel free to reach out to that. Also, definitely check out our website. It's just www.tbppro.com. That stands for taxes, bookkeeping, payroll, professionals. With there, you can see information on all of our products. You can request additional information. We will personally reach out to you, offer you pricing information on any of our products, and also anything else that has to do with that. So once again, thank you, Richard. Thank you, Kiani. Thank you to all of our attendees. Hopefully you got a lot out of this, and hopefully you got a good idea of what TBP has to offer. And if anybody doesn't have anything else, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day.